Welcome back to my channel. This is Angela, and you are visiting Everything All Things Angela, where we do fragrance reviews, fashion, we talk about everything, cooking videos. It's just simply all things, everything's Angela. So today, my fragrance review is going to be on my favorite Tom Ford scents. Okay, so I am going to give you some information about the scents, the notes, the longevity of my personally favorite Tom Ford scents. Those scents include of Soleil Blanc, Rose Prick, and I know that's a male scent, but I really enjoy it. We'll get into it once I get to it. Lost Cherry and Tobacco Vanille. And I know a lot of people who are going to be watching this like, oh my God, she didn't include Bitter Peach. Absolutely not. Okay, so Bitter Peach smells amazing, but it's not worth $400. Secondly, everyone wears it. So two fragrances that I stay away from absolutely positively are Bitter Peach and Baccarat 540. Those are two fragrances that don't move or groove me. Everyone wears them. Everyone yaps about them. I like to explore and indulge. So these are my top 4 favorite Tom Ford scents. So I'm going to be listing them from favorite to least. So, but they all are my favorite scents, which is why I have them. So first we're going to start with Soleil Blanc. Now, this body oil is separate. I'm going to talk about the body oil. Now, I always include the boxes, whatever. So I got this. It actually was a set. It was a private blend set, and it came with the little travel size, but that's gone. I tried to use that first. So this is actually one of my favorite summer scents. I wear it like if I'm going somewhere very important. I know one day I was in the airport, I was headed to Houston, and I was just standing in the TSA line, and I wasn't even thinking. The girl, she's like, "You smell good. What do you have on?" I'm like, "Oh, just Tom Ford." But this smells good. Now, it's like a coconutty, I told you I'm a coconut girl. It's like a clean, fresh coconut. I know one of the notes are tonka bean. This is one of my favorites. I wear this when I want to leave an impression, and I also want to just stay fresh. It's not too heavy, it's not too overpowering, but it is a really good scent. So let's get into the notes. And also, if you have this scent, it's always best that you get the actual shimmer and body oil, because they go hand in hand. And another, like a lot of times if I do wear this, I'm probably gonna have some skin out. Probably like the upper part, like arms or legs, is good for like when you're wearing like a nice pair of sandal heels. So the shimmering oil is separately. I actually got the shimmering oil from Macy's for $100. And then this was $263 by itself. And that was actually on sale. So let's get into the notes, okay? So the notes for Soleil Blanc, the top notes are pistachio, bergamot, pink pepper. The middle notes are tuberose, lang lang, and jasmine. The base notes are coconut, amber, tonka bean, and benzoin. So like I mentioned, it has, some of the notes are some of what I like to smell like, tonka bean, coconut. It's a very fresh, unique scent. Do I recommend it? Yes. But again, I also mentioned, if you are just now starting out your fragrance collection, then I would definitely save before I started dabbling into Tom Ford. It is a really unique scent. It will leave a statement, and it is a compliment grabber. So let's move on to the next scent. So the next scent, and we're going in order by like my favorites. So the next scent is Tobacco Vanille, and this is by Tom Ford as well. Okay, and this one has been out for a while, because I remember when I first, like, I'm really into fashion. I remember when Tom Ford was the creative director for like Gucci, and I remember smelling this and I thought about like Christmas. And then as I evolved into womanhood and adulthood, it became one of my favorite scents. So this one, it kind of reminds you, and I know it's like a weird comparison, but it is true. It kind of reminds you of like eggnog or like something Christmassy, but it is a good scent. You can wear it in the summertime. You could actually wear it in the fall. I think it's a versatile scent. You can wear it all year round. It is one of my favorite Tom Ford scents. Again, it has a vanilla note in it. It lasts very long. I wore this many places. I've always grabbed many compliments when I wear it. Don't let the tobacco part throw you off, because it does not smell like tobacco. To me, it smells more like vanilla or nutmeg. The tobacco probably will confuse you, or kind of like you'll be stuck there, but don't, because it doesn't smell like tobacco. Because I don't want you to think, oh, I'm gonna smell like a cigarette and vanilla. No, you're not. You're gonna smell good. This I got on sale for $2.16. I purchased this from, I believe it was either Neiman Marcus. Was it Neiman Marcus? Or Macy's. It was one of them, but I've had it a while. So let's get into the notes for Tobacco Vanille. So Tobacco Vanille. So Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford is an amber spicy fragrance. It's for women and men, so it is a unisex fragrance. And it was launched in 2007. So yeah, I remember like back around like, I remember back in the day smelling this and liking it. So I remember, and I've had it for a while. It's one of my favorites. It's a scent that I always rebuy. When I run out, I purchase it again. So let's get into the top notes. Tobacco leaf, spice, tobacco. Okay, so tobacco and spice, tobacco leaf and spicy, sorry. Notes, the middle notes. So we have vanilla, cacao, and that's spelled C-A-C-A-O, cacao, tonka bean. The base notes are dried fruits and woody notes. So it's a unisex. Honestly, it says it's unisex, but I feel like this may be a little too sweet for a guy, because like I mentioned, it's like a vanilla spicy. It kind of makes you think about, it's a really addictive scent. You're definitely gonna get a compliment, and it's long lasting. So that is Tobacco Vanille. Again, these. So the next one that we're gonna go into is Lost Cherry. Now, there's always been like this debate of which one is better between Lost Cherry and Bitter Peach. Like I mentioned, Bitter Peach smells great, but everyone wears it and it's $400. And baby, the most, no, 400 is just, that's unnecessary. It's too much. Hell, some people that won't pay $80 for a fragrance is expensive, $50. So 400, I feel like he should definitely bring that down, because it's not worth $400. But going into Lost Cherry, now Lost Cherry is one of my favorite Tom Ford scents. This is a 30 milliliter bottle. This was like $2 something. This is one of my favorite scents because it's like a sweet scent, but it's fresh. Remember, and I don't know if it's still on the market, but remember that Jergens lotion that has like that cherry almond? It kind of smells like this, but it's more fresh. You will definitely make a statement when you walk into the room. Your scent will definitely be left in the room. Like if you have this, you'll think like, okay, this is a light scent. I can't smell it no more, but everyone around you can smell it. It does have a 6 hours, I believe it was 6 hours. When I wear this, it typically is on a day when I just want to smell sweet and I want to smell fresh. I want to grab compliments and I just want to feel pretty and sexy. So that's what Tom Ford Lost Cherry gives me. Let's get into the notes. So the notes for Lost Cherry, and this was launched in 2018. So the top notes are cherry, cherry liqueur, bitter almond. The heart notes are cherry syrup, Turkish rose, and jasmine. The base notes are Peru balsam, roasted tonka bean, sandalwood, vetiver, and cedarwood. So when you get this fragrance, what I smell that stands out of all of those notes are the almond and the cherry. Nothing else you smell. It's like, again, it kind of reminds you of a stronger, more richer, more sweeter Jergens lotion, that cherry almond lotion from back in the day. So that is what Tom Ford's Lost Cherry smells like. And if you're interested in smelling just like it, but paying a little less, actually, I have the Prada Candy Gloss. It's so crazy. Those two smell just the same, and you can get that for $60. And I may do a video on all my Prada scents too, moving forward, but I don't know. But yes, if you're looking for something that's similar to Lost Cherry, Prada Candy Gloss has a scent, and it smells exactly the same. Like sometimes since this is a small bottle and this is very expensive, if I want to have that Lost Cherry scent, I will go over and put on the Prada. So the next fragrance by Tom Ford is the Rose Prick. Now, this was launched in 2020, and just because it's pink, it's actually not for women. It's a male fragrance, but I enjoy it. Now, it is very strong on the rose. However, the dry down is very different. So it's one of those, and this is why I always tell people when you're shopping for fragrances, just simply spraying in the air is not giving you what that scent smells like. It isn't. You have to actually wait until that scent dries down on your skin, and that's where you're gonna get the actual scent. A lot of times I like to tell people who are like trying to, enhance their collection or purchasing different fragrances, sometimes smell the atomizer, because the atomizer typically smells how the fragrance will smell once it dries down. So I really love this bottle because it's pink, and pink is one of my favorite colors, like pink and black. So it's like he hit it on the nail for this. It's pink and black. It's just, but you know what's so crazy? It's like with these, like sometimes I tend to pick them up when I'm going to wear them, and like, look at that. I feel like for all of the money that this stuff costs, it should be better as far as the caps, okay? So focusing on this beautiful pink and black bottle, and it has Tom Ford at the top, all of them do. This is just a 30 milliliter, and this was like $2 something. So, and that's only 30 milliliters. And that's like basically 1 ounce, and that's still $200 and something. So again, Tom Ford is a little pricey, but let's get into Rose Prick. So Rose Prick's top notes are May Rose, Turkish Rose, Bulgarian Rose. So it's 3 different rose notes. Suyan pepper. Oh my goodness, I mess these pronunciations up. Turmeric, patchouli, and tonka bean. Now, whatever the pepper note is, I do smell some pepper when it dries down. And I definitely smell the turmeric and all of the rose. It's very strong. I don't get the tonka bean, but I will say it's a good scent for men and women. For me, when I wear it, okay, so let's talk about what made me start wearing Rose Prick. What made me get into Rose Prick is because, you shop and you get samples. When you go to Neiman Marcus and you're buying fragrances, you get samples. So I got the Rose Prick. And one day when I was getting ready for bed, after I took my night shower, I put it on. But when I sprayed it on my clothes, the nightgown I had on. And when I woke up in the morning, it was different from the way I sprayed it. It smelled so good, and it smelled clean. It really didn't still smell like rose. And that's why I always say that Rose Prick is kind of tricky for me, because when you first spray it, it's so strong on the rose. The rose like punches you right in the face, and the pepper and all of that. But then as soon as the fragrance dries down, you get this clean, addictive scent. And if it smells that good on me, I can only imagine how it smells on a guy, a sexy guy that likes to wear suits and is tall, and one day. So yeah. So do I recommend Rose Prick? I recommend you go and try it first, because again, it's a unique scent, so it's not going to be for everybody. Everything isn't for everybody, but this is definitely for me. Like, out of all of the Tom Ford scents, I do pick this over Bitter Peach, because you're not going to smell this on everyone, and because it's different, and I like to be different. One thing I will tell you guys is, I was watching something with Erykah Badu, and she made so much sense. She said that 84% of the world is followers, and that is very true. So in a world where everyone does what they see, it's all follow the leader, One person does this, you see the next person. You have to be different. Me, I'm different. I do what I want to do. I'm last of a dying breed. I haven't changed anything about myself. The only thing I would change about myself is maybe my attitude, get better, finances, things like that. But as far as enhancing body parts or things like that, I just really love myself. The world that we live in is very different. And I will say, don't be a follower. Don't try to fit in. Because if you try to fit in, you're going to be following every trend that they have. Simply do you. Be a vibe on your own. And trust me, it's somebody out there that's going to latch on to your vibe. Trust me. I've been a vibe by myself for a long time. And I like it. I'm a vibe within myself. So vibe within yourself. Keep your vibrations high. And keep your peace. I want to thank you guys for tuning into my channel. And again, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment. If you have any questions or if you're interested in anything, feel free to comment. I do have Instagram. You can DM me at Angela_doula. Or if you want to reach out to me on TikTok, my TikTok is fairygoddoula@outlook.com. Again, thank you for stopping by my channel. Until we meet again, bye y'all.